What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about knee pops and foot rolls, essentially the bane of every animator's existence. Now, there are many things to learn about the foot roll and the knee pops, especially during walk cycles or run cycles, whatever cycle you're doing. We're going to start off with knee pops. So when it comes to knee pops, the reason why it happens is that you're having a change within too short of time period, okay? So you have this and then you have this, right? Usually it starts with the contact and then the down position. So when we have the contact to down, that happens over, a few frames. If you have it too short, you're gonna get a pop. It's gonna come off as a pop, it's gonna come off as janky. Now there are times to have pops, whether it's a punch or certain, forceful movements, but during a walk, that is not when you have a pop. So there are three common ways that I've done when it comes to fixing the knee pop.
I am the spot.
The first one, and that is gonna be stretchy limbs. Lord in heaven, stretchy limbs have saved me throughout my career as an animator. Now, if you're saying, I don't have a rig that has stretchy limbs, well, what I would suggest you do is stop using trash rigs. Because every modern day rig right now, I don't care if you're working in Blender, I don't care if you're working in Maya, I don't care if you're working in 3ds Max, is gonna have a stretchy limb, okay? It just is what it is, okay? You can quote me on that. With that stretchy limb, if you're noticing a pop, well, use the stretchy limb to elongate the leg and alleviate yourself from the pop. It's a cheating way, right? It's cheating, it's dirty, but hey, if you're an animator, cheat. Find a way to get the cleanest workflow, to expedite the process, to make you look good for employers. It's as simple as that.
I made another mistake.
Number two, when it comes to fixing the dreaded knee pop, and that is gonna be easing in. As I said earlier in the video, is that it usually happens due to transitions, but over a short period of time. It's too harsh of a transition over such a short period of time in frames, which makes it come off as a pop. So what we do is we gotta ease into it, okay? Upon easing in, figure out, if you're in a cycle, whether it's run or walk, figure out how you can steal some frames. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to steal some frames from either the down position, you have to steal some frames from the passing position. You're gonna have to find some way to steal some frames. And the best way to do that is going to be doing from your spacing. Okay, timing and spacing, if you don't know the difference between that, maybe I'll do a video on that, but you should know the difference between timing and spacing, especially if we're talking about walk cycles. What are you doing a walk cycle and you don't even know the difference between timing and spacing? Stop right now. Stop the video.
Grab the money.
But for those of you who do, okay, you're gonna have to change the spacing of your poses, okay, to cushion that transition between the contact position and the down position, okay, so you can void that pop. The third way that I've gone about fixing pops in walk cycles, and that is gonna be, it's very simple, it's very easy, lower the character. That's correct, just lower the character. 9 out of 10, that will fix your pop cycle. 9 out of 10, that will usually fix your pop cycle. Because usually what happens is you have people who do the contact position. And in every contact position that I've seen, it's usually 2D. It stems from 2D. Now you have to understand, if you're a 3D animator, you can't do what the 2D guys do. You just can't. I'm sorry, all right? We're not like them.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak.
So a 2D guy can draw a straight leg and just fix the change during the transition of the down position and mum's a word. Nobody's gonna notice it because they draw it. You're not gonna draw a pop, right? You're not gonna do that. Of course, their spacing is gonna be fixed because they're gonna draw the pose. We don't have that luxury, okay, as 3D animators. So most of the time, you probably have your contact position just straight up, really, really freaking straight, okay? And if you look at any reference, and that's how you tell the newbie animators from the trained animators, okay, the old school or the veteran animators, they always have reference. I don't care what you're doing, have reference. And in any reference, you won't see this straight leg Because A, we're lazy. That's one of the, if you understand as far as a walk body mechanics, you understand everything is lazy. That's how we trip, because we're lazy. We don't want to move our feet. We do the bare minimum. We expound as far as the smallest amount of energy to get the most bang for our buck, okay? We swing our foot forward, all right, low to the ground. So, if you look at a walk cycle, the leg is not going to be perfectly straight. Like I said, the first thing is we're lazy. The second thing as to why the foot is never straight like that is because people don't stretch. It just is what it is. You know, people don't stretch, okay? People can barely touch their toes. They're not gonna have a straight leg. It takes a lot of effort for you to straighten out your leg. So A, you're lazy, and B, if you don't stretch, you're not gonna have straight legs. It's just, especially not during a walk cycle.
I got you right where I am.
So, push the character down. Bring them down, because no one walks like that. If you look at any reference, no one walks like that unless it's a very peculiar, animated walk. No one walks like that. Bring the character down, which now cushions, okay? Instead of a straight, it's now a cushion. Now, what did I say? Why do we have pops? It's too harsh of a contrast. So now we have a cushion. So now going from this to this, it's not gonna read as a pop, okay? Unless you're trying to do that, or your spacing is just completely off, or your posing is off, that's a you problem, okay? That got nothing to do with KneePops. That's a you pop, okay? You're an animator pop, all right? But all things said, those are usually the typical 3 ways that you can fix KneePops in your animations. Now, going from KneePops, we're gonna go into foot rolls. Now, foot rolls are easy, okay? Foot rolls are easy. 2 ways when it comes to foot rolls. First way is the noob way. All right, I'm gonna call it the noob way because that's what I used to do early on in my career, and that is using the foot roll attribute. Lord in heaven, don't do this, okay? Just don't do this. It's a hit or a miss, man. It's a shot in the dark, because riggers aren't animators. 9 out of 10, they're not animators, okay? So they're just trying to get a function. And in many cases, what you have with a foot roll is that as the foot is rolling up, the toe will roll up with the heel. Now, as an animator, right? As an animator, if you're trying to get that juicy, beautiful foot roll, you know what I'm talking about. The one where it just splays, it's just like, oh my God, that's so sexy. You obviously don't want the toe to be moving alongside the heel. You want that gradual movement of the heel, now the toe, now the foot, right? That's what you want. Most foot rolls aren't animated like that. They're not, okay? In order for you to do that, you're usually counter animating. And who wants to counter animate? Not me, maybe you. Have fun with it, enjoy. So that is one way to do the foot roll. The second way, the way that I've done for quite some time now, and that is gonna be to manually move the foot, rotate it, and animate the toe, okay? That is, in my experience, the best way to animate the foot roll, okay? Because now, even though you may be dealing with 2 controls, because you're dealing with the foot, the rotation, usually X of the foot, right, and Y, because, you have to push it up, all right, as it's going back to get the toe. You're dealing with the X and the Y of the toe, of the foot, but you're just dealing with the X of the toe. But the payoff, bruh, I'm telling you, the payoff is worth it. It's worth it, y'all. Trust me when I say, you can try it yourself. Just try it yourself. I'm telling you, if you do that, if you do the foot and the toe, because usually a rig will always have a toe control. There should always be a separate toe control. If there's not a separate toe control, you're SOL. I don't know what to tell you. In that case, you're gonna have to, you have to do it the hard way. You're gonna have to do the foot roll and, double animate and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Godspeed, soldier.
An ATM machine?
Yeah, around here in the box.
Preferably not chained to the wall?
What?
Nothing.
But that is, in my experience, one of the best ways to go about it is to animate the foot and the toe separately, and you get that beautiful peel off of the foot. Beautiful peel off. And I mean, what rig doesn't have a toe control? Because you're gonna have to add, right, the toe upon the down position, right? You want that overlap of the toe, okay? You want that overlap of the toe, and then the overlap, especially during a run, where you get that nice, overlap and drag of the toe when they're running, or even when their, foot is down. It's just little things. It's the little things that really make your animation just shine, okay? So now, upon you knowing this information, go out and make a run cycle. Go out and make a walk cycle, okay? Do not allow knee popping, or as far as the foot roll, to discourage you from doing your amazing animation, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know the struggles or some of the content you want to see on the channel. If you're an animator, a newbie animator, a veteran, whatever you are, let me know. Subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep animating.